Dueling Dialogues is brought to you by our affiliates at hostpapa.com. Click the banner on the rightleftchronicles.com for premium unlimited web hosting with the highest rated reviews at the lowest prices. Coming to you from that once-forgotten artery that pulses through the center of the continental United States and into the heart of the Ozarks, Grace Matthews. Looking in from the northern border, our Canadian friend, along with his countrymen feeling the effects of U.S. political issues, Connor Murphy.
Welcome to Dueling Dialogues, episode 131. I'm Connor Murphy, here with Grace Matthews. Hi, Grace. How you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Good.
Just so everybody knows, I'm here with Oliver Doodle again. Or I don't know what the deal is, but we put him to sleep.
Oh, he waits for our show.
Yeah, he might have another woofy dream.
Wow. He waits for our show to start and has a nap. Awesome.
Yeah, and then we give him dreams.
Yeah, well.
So if you hear that mild little barking in the background, that's my dog having a dream.
Too funny.
Yeah. So. But it's Friday, and we like Friday.
Yes, we actually are seeing the sun here, which has been rare lately. So, yeah, nice day.
We're not seeing the sun. It's been raining for the last 36 hours. So.
We always seem to have, like, the totally opposite weather.
We do.
Isn't that bizarre?
It is bizarre. Yeah. It is bizarre, but it's becoming the norm.
Yeah. Speaking of the norm, what's happening out there?
Oh, my gosh. Don Lemon has gone off the deep end, and it has to make you wonder about CNN.
Okay.
Does CNN does it really matter what someone says at CNN? I mean, can they insult anyone? And is it okay if you work for CNN to be a racist as long as it's reverse racism?
Pretty much, I guess.
Because Don Lemon is a racist. Okay? He says we need to stop demonizing people and realize that the biggest terror threat in the country is white men.
Wow. Okay, I'm a big threat then.
Yeah, well, I get really angry about this because I'm the mother of 3 boys. They're not boys now, but, I call them boys. Not ever once have they threatened or hurt anyone.
Right, exactly.
They're not racist, and I don't appreciate the stereotype or the stigmatism.
Well, I'm just taking a guess here and going to go out there on the limb and say he's not talking about Antifa. He's talking about the radical right, right?
He is talking about the radical right, but he's starting to assume that all white men are part of the radical right. Now, we do know, and I think most people know, I'm assuming they do, that Don Lemon is a black gay man. That's fine. That doesn't bother me. But is he an angry black gay man?
I guess so. He works at CNN, so yeah.
They are pretty angry.
Yeah, I read an article early this morning that the boss at CNN, I didn't catch his name, don't care who he is really, but he said if
Zucker.
Yeah, if CNN dropped all Trump coverage, they'd lose all of their viewers. So what's that say, right?
Negative Trump coverage. Yeah, exactly. They definitely want 2020. They want Trump to win.
Yeah, so they can keep doing what they've been doing.
But I've got a brand new idea for Don Lemon. Okay, the racist Don Lemon.
Okay.
Every person. No, I shouldn't say every person. Every race prior to us right now in this time and place on this earth has at one point or another been oppressed.
Right.
And most definitely, we all have slave ancestors. It might have been way back in Egypt, okay? I tell you what, I got a brand new idea. Instead of lowering other people to elevate your damn self, why don't we try a whole new approach and look at everyone on this planet as an equal? Because there are dumbasses that are black, white, Gay, straight.
Yeah, pretty much. You hit the nail on the head.
No group has the market cornered on those people.
No. So basically, we should just divide people into smart people and stupid people.
Exactly.
Wow. Okay, well, let's start right off the bat. Let's count all our listeners as good people.
We love our listeners, even when they disagree with us.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey, we've disagreed before. Not very...
Absolutely. Not as much too.
Yeah, I know. That's partly me realizing what was really going on in the U.S. A lot of my opinions that I had, I thought, oh, this should be fun. A lot of the opinions I had quickly went away when I started to learn more about each of what I thought I already knew, basically.
Well, you were watching way too much CNN back then.
Yeah, I did watch some CNN back then.
Because that's more readily available in Canada, isn't it?
Well, it's an add-on to your cable package.
Cable.
But yeah, I'd say 2 months in to starting the podcast, I gave up the channel. So I don't even have the channel now. I don't care to.
I never turn it, but I catch the stuff through other platforms, online and such. But Don Lemon is angry about everything, and you're right about CNN. Without the Trump presidency, they would go broke. They would be belly up. And they're not doing that great with him in office.
Right. Exactly, because people are starting to wake up a little bit and realize that most of this stuff is propaganda, socialist propaganda that they're relying on their viewership for.
Exactly, and how insulting to the people that do watch them.
Yeah, well, you know what? Like we've said this before when talking about the media, you need your mix. You need your right, your left, media from both sides.
You do. But what you don't need is racism.
Yeah.
And reverse racism doesn't fix anything, Maxine Waters, Don Lemon, and others.
Right. And we've talked about this, the divide in people, men, women, black, white, the divides just keep going on. So who is really fueling that? I'd say
I think
CNN.
Trump's right. I think it's the media.
Absolutely.
And particularly CNN. And we've talked a lot about the stunts that Jim Acosta has pulled.
Yeah.
And you've got to wonder, are they so damn desperate that they will put their own person out on the line to become, what am I looking for? To totally humiliate themselves.
Yeah, they don't care anymore. Honestly, they contradict themselves all the time. They just don't care anymore. It's almost like the Democrats. They don't care anymore.
Normally, I don't care. Normally, I don't care what's said on CNN.
Yeah.
But I just don't want anyone to believe the way we fix racism in the United States is by creating more racism.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. And I also understand that Asian people in the United States are feeling the brunt of a new kind of racism based on the fact that the Asian people score well on tests.
Yeah.
And so now we're going to punish them for it. And there are schools such as Harvard that are doing just that. And, they're being taken to court over that very issue. But creating more racism, not the answer. And any time in life you have reached such a low point that you have to lower somebody else to elevate yourself, then take a good look at yourself.
Yeah. Well, the problem...
Because you need to change.
I think the problem out there is if it's racism against a white person, people don't consider that racism somehow.
But it is.
It seems to be okay to, take punches at the white man for some reason.
Yeah, and we're creating a very dangerous pattern.
I've never had slaves. I've never ousted Native Americans or Native Canadians off their land, not directly. So, and I have friends. It doesn't matter what color anybody is.
Exactly.
Either,
It doesn't matter what religion they are.
exactly.
You know, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
why is
find the light inside of a person. If you can't find the light inside of a person, they're probably a kind of criminal and they need to be in jail.
so if you can't reverse the situation, like instead of Don Lemon being black, he's white and calling on black men on the radical left, would he still have a job? I doubt it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He'd be
Well,
fired.
and I think for the pure fact too is that some of these guys have went along with the CNN platform that I'm like you, that apparently Zucker is like, this is our only lifeboat to make pure asses out of ourselves and go against Trump every way possible. And oh, by the way, let's throw white men in there and all these other groups.
Yeah.
These people do it to keep their job. And then one day they woke up and they think, I'm probably not going to be able to work someplace else. And then they're going, uh-oh.
Right. And a new car salesman is born.
Exactly. Exactly. Or worse.
Mm-hmm.
An insurance salesperson.
Yeah.
Those people are driving me crazy right now, Bart. You know.
What is
Just
happening
because
with
there's
healthcare?
so many. Well, it's a mess. It's a mess. And you know how I said Republicans talk about it. And they didn't talk about it until the last week because they have to talk about it. And it's biting them in the butt.
Oh,
Okay?
Okay.
Because everybody got those letters. And now we are 4 days away from Election Day, and Republicans are having to talk about health care. And they don't really have a good plan. This, I heard this morning, could cost the GOP up to 40 seats now.
Whoa.
Now, you got to remember, a week ago, the GOP was probably going to take the Congress and definitely take the Senate. It's all up for grabs now. And it might be impossible for the GOP to take those seats because of what? Healthcare. Healthcare matters to everybody.
The gift of John McCain keeps giving.
Exactly. And you've got a lot of these guys in the Senate and the Congress that decided to retire.
Yeah.
So
I'm
you've
outta
got
here.
brand new seats up for grabs, which is a good thing and a bad thing. The bad thing is that when you don't have the incumbent, it's up for grabs by Democrats and Republicans. You can't assume because a Republican held the seat that another Republican's going to get voted in.
Exactly.
You have more security when these incumbents go. But when Trump said he was going to drain the swamp, he's draining the swamp. And a lot of these guys are retiring because he's draining the damn swamp.
Exactly.
On both sides of the aisle.
Yeah.
So we're fired up today.
Oh, okay.
Okay, now, Oprah. You know, I just call it Oprah Power. She has been listening to, I guess, Stacey Abrams from Georgia.
Okay.
Has been running for governor. She is the first black woman. She would be the first black female governor in the United States if she won. But she is a socialist. At one point, she burned the Georgia flag. So it's a little bizarre that Oprah was sitting around the house watching her and decided 3 days ago that she was going to help Stacey.
Okay.
But nevertheless, she did because, you know, Oprah is, there is a political part of Oprah, but it's more middle of the road. And Stacey Abrams is very left of left.
Well,
Nevertheless,
that doesn't really surprise me, Oprah backing someone from the left.
no, not from the left, but a socialist, I am a little surprised. But I love Oprah. Okay, I don't necessarily agree with her on politics. And when she came out, when Barack Obama was running, he was and stumped for him at USC, University of Southern California. And no one knew him. They thought he had a weird name. Barack Hussein Obama. Remember back when we're all going, "Who the hell's that?"
Yeah, exactly.
She stumped for him and changed everything for Barack Obama. So I don't think you can undersell what she could do for Stacey Abrams here. But the point is, I was listening to this speech she gave about voting.
Right.
She really didn't say anything about the issues. She talked about how you owed your ancestors
Okay.
to show up at that, at the ballot and fill out a ballot at the voting polls.
Right. So she was targeting your emotions, right?
She had me in tears.
Yeah, there you go. That's
And I definitely,
the most powerful weapon of the new age, emotions.
Lord, sometimes you got to wonder, is that woman God?
Well,
she is pretty dynamic. I am not easily swept up, and I know a lot of people say that by people, their speeches, unless I already love them, well, and I do already love her, but I really don't agree with her on anything political, but she did. She's powerful.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's still Chubette, yet we're dying to eat her pizza crust made out of cauliflower. And it's not done a damn thing for her. She's still fat. But she's making, I see that commercial on TV. I'm ready to run out and get cauliflower pizza crust. She could sell any book, any idea. She bought all that stock of Weight Watchers, brought Weight Watchers along, and, she's still fat. But we love her, and she loves us unconditionally.
Yeah, absolutely. She's a powerful woman, and whoever she says to back, a lot of people are just going to fall for and
they are.
Care. Yeah.
They are. I think you can't understand. Stacey Abrams may very well become the first Black female governor of any state, and to think she would do it in the South.
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
Is just dynamic. A little part of me is like, rah, rah.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
And we definitely need the Republicans. So, and like I said, socialism scares the wad out of me. But a little part of me is like, well, that would be special.
Yeah.
I don't know, but...
Well, she's not the only celebrity to come out. A lot of celebrities are speaking out, whether it be directly criticizing Trump, but they're starting to assert themselves into the campaigns a bit, I think.
Absolutely. And one of my dad's favorites back in the day was Barbra Streisand.
Right.
Especially back when she made all the movies. There's no doubt she has a beautiful voice, but she has issues with Trump. And in 2016, she said if he won, she was going to move up there with you in Canada. Well, she didn't move, but she said that every time Trump tells a lie, she eats pancakes.
Okay.
And she said that before, but I didn't see her. I saw her the other day, and believe me, she's eating pancakes.
I wonder if they're lemon flavored with maybe a little bit of CNN syrup on them.
I don't know, but she said they were healthy pancakes, but let me tell you, there's about 30 pounds of them on her.
Yeah. Oh, no way.
So Trump must be lying a lot, and what's he lying? Don't just say he lies, okay? Maybe he does lie. Tell us what the lie is.
Yeah, what's driving you to eat those pancakes, Barbara?
Yeah, what did he say that was a lie? They say that all day long on CNN.
Yeah, wow.
And not once have I seen a clip where they said, he lied about this, or he lied about that. He lies. Yeah. Well, what's he lie about? The other day, they had a picture of him with khakis on, and they said it looked like he had an adult diaper on. Maybe he does, and maybe he lied and said, I don't have it on an adult diaper. I don't know. I thought that was pretty damn low.
Yeah,
for
no
a
doubt.
network TV professional journalist to say he looks like under his khakis he has on an adult diaper. He's
Yeah.
74 years old. He might. And he
Yeah.
might lie about it. If I had to wear an adult diaper, guess what? I'd probably lie about it.
Yeah, I would tell you if I was wearing one right now, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Not today.
Not today. Only when you drink, right?
Right.
But Babs is eating those pancakes. Actually, it just made me hungry for pancakes. I want some Canadian syrup, maple syrup. So
Yeah, we have a trade agreement now. You get your syrup.
thank God. So anyway, this is not funny, but this Robert Bowers, 46-year-old, went into this allegedly went into the synagogue last week in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and shot up the Jews. I got to thinking that they should really do a 23andMe DNA test on him, because I know of no Bowers that are not of Jewish descent.
Wow.
And a lot of these people in the past, including Hitler, have tested positive as Jews.
Well, there you go.
So,
Wow.
the irony, because at first, you know how the name just didn't register, and I was listening when he pleaded innocent, or not guilty to the crime yesterday, and I was like, Bowers, are you kidding me? Bowers,
Wow.
he is probably Jewish, and that's coming from a Jew. So, just
Yeah.
wanted to put it out there. Heather Nauert,
Right?
yes, did say she would be a good choice.
Yes.
The day that Haley resigned, she has been offered the position. She has not yet accepted. These days, people are taking a lot more time to accept these positions, or accept the fact that they are going to have to go through the confirmation hearings. And on the heels of the Kavanaugh situation, she might be a little nervous.
Yeah, no kidding. I was just kind of thinking that maybe the pause is they're waiting for people to come forward saying she sexually molested them.
Yeah, because she doesn't know how many people she molested yet.
Not yet, eh?
They're going to have to tell her.
Yeah.
And
Oh, they will.
She's not sure she wants to hear how many people she molested.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that the Dems will come out with something soon. Oh, she
Well,
touched
bless
me
her
when I
heart.
was 3. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, they were under a tarp somewhere, and show me yours and I'll show you
Yeah,
mine.
exactly. Well,
So I think she will be great. I really, really
Good.
like her. I did see an article that said that she doesn't come with a very hefty resume. I'm going to tell that journalist to take a look again, because she has served many think tanks on policy. And I'm talking international policy. She gets along well with Bolton, who's a pistol, and Pompeo. She is a great choice, and it is not a second choice. And no, President Trump should not have named his daughter to this position.
yeah.
Bad idea.
That would have been horrible. That
Yeah.
would have, that would have been, next level stuff. That would have been a stupid move.
Yeah. Not because she couldn't do the job, but because this whole, symbiotic relationship between him and his daughter has been blown out of proportion, and that would just be a nightmare.
Yep.
Speaking
All
of
right.
nightmares, little Tommy Lahren, who is a Fox contributor, just to refresh everybody's memory, she was like the talent find of the century for Glenn Beck at the Blaze a 3 years ago. Everybody loved her, and he let her go when she said that she was a conservative that was for abortion rights. Now, my guess, even at the time, is Glenn Beck, although he's a little loony, is not a bad businessman, and that he was using that as an excuse because she was probably hard to deal with.
Okay.
Anyway, he let her go. because of that, and Fox picked her up as a contributor. They really haven't been able to use her much because I think most of the audience, like me, she's just not mature enough to tell me my news. She's like a kid, like a 12-year-old.
Right.
Well, she did a 12-year-old dumb thing this week. On Halloween, she dressed up as Kathy Griffin with, she used like a really sick clown head in place of the president's bloody head.
Oh.
Okay, now this is after, at the time that Kathy Griffin did this, Tommy Lahren was screaming and shouting that was terrible, terrible, and it incited violence, which I agree with. It was terrible, it was awful. Well, so Kathy Griffin came back at her and said, well, you and your friends at Fox told me it was inciting violence, so why would you do it?
Yeah, no kidding. It wasn't right the first time. Yeah.
And guess what? For the first time probably ever, I agree with Kathy Griffin. It was stupid. Now,
Yeah.
At a parallel moment in time, another Fox contributor, Candace Owens, did another dumb thing. Okay? She created the Blexit movement. You go, what's Blexit? Well, it's a take on Brexit, but it's about black people moving away from the Democratic Party and towards the GOP or the Republicans.
Okay.
Blexit is a beautiful name for it. So she decided that she wanted her own hats and t-shirts. Now, she's had an excellent relationship with Kanye West, and his MAGA, Make America Great Again kind of platform. I don't know. He's supportive of Trump, and they all came together on this. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
She said on TV the other day that Kanye helped her design the t-shirts and the hats.
Okay.
Kanye said, the hell I did.
Oh.
He said, Candace lied about that. Okay. So fast forward to like yesterday, and a Twitter war began between Candace and Tommy Lahren.
Okay.
I mean, I'm talking ugly. Candace is saying, I'm sorry about your failed career, and you doing that dumb thing with Kathy Griffin, and Tommy said you lied, and you and Kanye both brought race into the GOP, and you guys are both gonna turn on. I mean, they're saying nasty stuff. Go to Twitter, read it, and you, like me, would like to put them both in the rink because it's awesome. Okay. And then you got what's Fox gonna do about this?
Yeah.
My guess is Tommy Lahren ends up losing.
Yeah, that was a really dumb move there.
Yeah, my money's on Candace winning this.
Yeah, I think that you're probably right there.
Yeah. Okay, I want to talk just a moment about passive censorship. At least that's what I'm calling it. We've been trying to get our numbers up on YouTube.
Right.
Because we are doing well on other platforms. Our numbers have been slow on YouTube, and for a while we were kind of being sort of censored or thrown to the back of like searches. Now we're not to the back, but when you look at our views, they don't match the real views when you open up the show.
Oh.
So like it might say that 2 people viewed our show, and there might be 200.
Okay.
Or, whatever. But to me, that is a passive form of censorship because they don't do that on all things.
Right.
But, you might go, well, only 2 people viewed that? I don't want to see it. And there might be more. So there's a lot of those kinds of things going on.
Yeah. Well, interesting. I didn't realize that was occurring. I don't know.
Yeah.
I never listened to our stuff after I, produced the podcast.
Well, see, I don't usually that often.
Well, I listened to it 5 times while editing it.
Yeah, well, see, I don't. So
Yeah.
I do hit and miss, and I always try to go to the platforms, make sure everything's working right, that the platforms have not totally censored it out, which has happened. If they don't like our title, sometimes we won't see it for a few days.
Okay, well, we'll just have a really creative, confusing title on this one then.
Yes, and this came through. I'm sure everyone's going to want to know this. Charges are pending after actor Alec Baldwin was arrested Friday for allegedly punching someone in a parking spot dispute in New York City. That popped up a minute ago while we were going through the Oprah thing, but I thought everybody would want to know. I mean, he's just, I don't know. He's psycho. Speaking of psycho, I bet Alec drinks his coffee black. How do you have your coffee?
I use a bit of cream and sugar.
I use cream, no sugar, and I'm glad because if you drink your coffee black without any cream or sugar or cinnamon or cocoa or whatever, you might be a psychopath.
Oh, really?
And there's a new study out there that says so.
Oh, hey, I think I actually agree with you. My ex drank black coffee.
Okay, see, there you go.
Yeah, so we'd have to agree there.
Yeah, and we don't always agree, but life's a journey, and we're all in this together. Thanks for listening. Godspeed, Connor. Godspeed to all of our friends out there.
Godspeed, Grace, and thanks for listening.
Dueling Dialogues is brought to you by our affiliates at hostpapa.com. Click the banner on the rightleftchronicles.com for premium unlimited web hosting with the highest rated reviews at the lowest prices.